I'm a Baptist. That's my doctrine. I'm a Christian on this channel. Most of you know this, I hope. Because go be the man or woman God's created you and I to be. Wow. But I believe that this world wasn't here, and I wasn't here, and you weren't here by accident. There's a reason why you were here. We got a pastor we follow. Some people like him, some people don't, because they hear what they want to hear, and they don't look into the facts. And this goes, and I'll tie it in with this, with Rick Warren. People say that he is called Chrislam. And what that means, folks, if I say this right to you guys, I understand. If I don't, forgive me. But look it up in a sense. There is an article or so that Rick Warren explains this to what the other viewers and other people are saying. It is Islam and Christianity. Now, I know, and I hope you guys out there know, that Islam believes in something else. I know our former president, I hate to say the name, but you know who he is. I'm not going to say him. That was before our new president, and we need to pray for him and his team and staff daily, and all our military men and women and people that are in charge of the military. You see? Oh, I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Back. I was going to bring my dogs in. Well, one of them in. So, we're talking about the military. Give them respect and pray for them. But, you know, what I have to say about these matters is, I had something to say, and we're going to try to remember it here, because it slips me. My mind has not been so sharp since my car wreck, and I'm not trying to blame that I've lost memory lapses, but I don't think as clearly. And I don't know why that is, but I'm trying to just do my best. I'm going to tell my doctor that I got a doctor appointment coming up on Thursday. Regular doctor appointment. He's going to check how everything's going. He's going to check refill meds, make sure my back seems okay. It's not the back doctor, but anyway, I'm going to let him know about my problems because I have pain and aches real late at night. It hurts more in the evening than it does anything for some reason. And I'm going to tell him about my itching. I have itching. You can itch right here, then go from here to here to here, all over inside my back, like things crawling in my back. My wife can attest to that, and my memory is like, so I'm going to bring that up, and sometimes slide over in this side. I get a head hurting, and it's a pounding, bam, bam. But what I was saying, we need to pray for our leaders. There's probably something going on to this, but I'm just going to pass it up because it really wasn't important, I guess. Well, what I would say is, yeah, I talked about Christianity and Islam. Rick Warren, there we go. Now, we know that our former predecessor, before our president now, believed that it was all of peace. Peace and love. You're going to see my hands a lot. Peace and love. But we know that wasn't true, because peace and love doesn't endure with violence. And we know that we have this to this. We got me all the way out to on that camera. Now, if I get mad at you and I say, oh, they believe in a different way, they have an attitude about them, whatever, and all this right to you goes away, and you no longer have this camera with a video for you, my YouTube family. Am I ever going to get any peace, love, and harmony or anything to you, cooking videos or anything? Possibly a guitar video I might do, a short one, just show you. I can't do a lot because of this brace hits the back of my guitar and I'm not scratching my little babies, I call them. But I'll explain what guitars I have a little bit and what I know of them, which is, but anyway, if I did that, what good would it do? I wouldn't be able to reach to you. I wouldn't be able to get out to you. I wouldn't be able to talk to you. I wouldn't be able to share things with you. I wouldn't be able to get you to see how I see things. The same as you responding to one of the posts so I could see. itchy. So, the main thing we have here is quite simple. Rick Warren says Islam is not God. We know this. But how do I reach the Islamic groups? Do I turn off this camera? There's a guy on kid behind the camera that says he does like this when he closes out stuff. Do I close it out? Or do I open it up? Extend my hand, extend the bridge to show them love, peace, and harmony. To show them that this is the way we ought to live in society, in our world. This is the way Christ has us live. You see, this is a Rick Warren thing. He extends the hand to show Christ's love. He breaks the bread, eats with them. Or people in that kind of disagreement in nature. Catholics, whatever it is in general. And what he's doing is he's showing them Christ's love to them. For them to see, we act like this, but yet you act this way towards us. And if you understand, it's bringing them to a relationship to Christ. Not conforming to their beliefs. That's our the big dog. But to show them what Christ have us do. And what everybody will do to him and say, oh, he's Islam Christian. He's mixing them both, and it's not the biblical truth. He's scary. You got to be careful. You got to watch out. No. But the same way with Calvinism. I don't know how much you know about Calvinism and all their workings and the pretty flower of the tulip tree. The 5 points, whatever, the new Calvinism, all that. But you can be careful when you talk to them, because what happens is people get so upset and so mad and so angry over things because you don't believe in their doctrine that they will bash you, they will beat you, and they won't show the passion and love. Because they think, all you're out to do is just show them that nothing's in there. And all these other things. But what I'm saying is we need to have respect for others. Like that doctrine. I don't agree with it. I can prove 100% sound that it is true, but also that it is not true. Which means partially true, but not all the way true. But instead I can beat them down, or I can show love, compassion, grace, mercy. There's people on this that will join that probably don't care about God and will probably comment. I think I got the comment section open now. I thought it was, but I think I had it off. Well, they're going to beat me down. They're going to talk negative and say things. But I got to show them compassion and love. And sometimes if it takes the point where it gets to this big of a channel, I have to completely block them or get them out of this channel. I do so. But I have compassion and love. Now, we had some over the weekend, I believe it was, with racism. All this violence. President Trump spoke, gave a good message, and I was very glad he did. I loved it, heartwarming, heartfelt, and everything. Regardless if you love Donald Trump, our president, or not. He's our president. The American people spoke. They voted, and we need to have respect. And even respect for others who love Donald Trump. And also the ones that didn't vote for Donald Trump and Vice President Pence. But instead we have beatings and thrashings, and this Facebook and YouTube forums are very good tools to use this technique. We can get it out there and beat somebody down, and nobody has to see us face to face except through camera. And then when we come erratic mess, so we just keep going on and on and on and on and on and on and beating people down. If I could see half of you face to face and meet with you, I would, and I would be a lot more different. because I can, this is what happens. And I'm going to tell you about race and creed. I live in Kentucky. I've lived in Jersey with my family growing up. East Brunswick. I lived in Illinois, a little town in Grayville. And I also lived in Joliet, Illinois. Made famous, known for one of the movies, Blues Brothers. When it gets out of Joliet State Correctional Facility. I've drove by there many times. I drove by many times Stateville to work a summer job when I was in high school. I've seen that place. And all I can think of is Folsom Prison Blues. Johnny Cash, the Man in Black. I still love his music, and he's always remembered. The same as Glenn Campbell, just died not too long ago, this month. Now he's up, and all these good people are up in heaven, I believe they are, and they're praising and singing and everything. But anyway, I've seen the black folk that you would call the N-word. They're disrespectful, they're rude, they think society owns them, everything, and anything. And I've seen the black folk, and I work with a guy, Volta Amy, that he would give the shirt off his back for you. See? But I'm not racist. People would think I am because I say things about other people when I call them out as I see them. But the same goes for the Latinos, same goes for all the other nations and nationalities, and even goes for the whites. But this has got to stop. There's got to be time where there's unity and love and peace. And if you don't agree with a brother or a sister, we don't do it in a violent act. We do it out of love and respect for one another. Because what this world needs is love and respect and kindness for each other. So as I can see your side and how you feel and where you're coming from, and you can see mine as well, instead of going around and vandalizing and knocking down statues and saying all these rebel flags are for hatred. No! If you really, please, study what the rebel flag meant and stuff. I never really had, but I know that, I guess I'm speaking at something that I never studied, but I don't believe it was all, again, just study it yourself. Don't go by me, and I'll have to look it up. But we're doing all these things that's been here for centuries, and somebody comes out and says something, and bam, we got a former president, I'm telling you, he'd get out there and he wouldn't take sides. He wouldn't say this has got to stop. He would make it out that one person was attacking another group, or another group attacking another group, and next thing you know, it was more violence. Because he really never did anything to stop the violence. And if you was for this gentleman, for our former president, I'll say his name, Barack Obama, then, hey, great. I was not. There was not a lot of good or any good that he did for America. He did a lot of dividing America, but not pulling America together strong. This guy here, President Donald Trump, and his team, he's trying to do that, regardless tweets a lot or not. But he does. So what I'm getting at is we need to show love. We need to show compassion. We need to show respect for each other. And if you look at another one of color or race or creed, and you know how you've seen others act, don't think they're all that way. But the problem is, it's true about this. You get some apples, a good bag bushel of apples, and you get some apples and they're rotten, bad, and worms. What do you think about the apples? First thing you're going to say is, this batch is bad, toss them out. You get some bananas, you got one up and one's pretty well yuck and gone. You're going to say these bananas are bad, you're going to start rummaging through the bananas to make sure they're good before you get the idea, I'm going to toss them out. But all the apples aren't bad. Oh, the bananas aren't bad, but one apple, one rotten banana is going to ruin it for the bunch. I've always heard that and I've always said that. But what I'm asking for us to do, our YouTube family, which is small in number, but God says, when two or more are in the midst, He is there also. So God is in these YouTube videos. He's in cooking videos. He's in everything that I've done in every part of your lives. But you have to be willing to accept. And if you don't accept me for a religion of Jesus Christ, I'm Baptist. I've been raised that way, but what I am is a believer in Christ that believes the Bible cover to cover. I got a Bible in front of me. I got a Bible over here. I got Bibles in the other room. But I love and respect you if you don't believe. But I will want to show you the way. He's the way, the truth, and the life. And no one comes to Him but through the Father. But I just want to tell you that I'm tired of seeing this stuff. I don't watch the news hardly any anymore because I'm tired of seeing all the negativity that is on the news. My mother can watch that news half her life. Other than these fixer-upper channels. But I'm tired of watching the news, and when I turn it on, it's nothing but negativity. It's nothing about bashing the president, and hatred, and all this stuff. I get enough of it on Facebook. Let alone watching the local or worldwide news. And I'm a Fox News person. I'm not biased to other news medias out there, but most of them are anti-certain people, and that's where they are. And they say that about Fox News as well. But let me tell you, I'm just tired of like my news channels for locals. 32 News. I like the Weather Channel and I like their news. Better not like Wave. 3, Channel 11, WHAS, or 41. Local, WBRB, or whatever it is. I like 32. WLKY. I like their weather. I just like Jay Cardoso, you know them, because one time, he predicted the weather to be a certain way, and bam, it was just like he said, to the letter. And I'm following Jay and the team. But folks, I'm tired of all this, so I don't watch the news, but yet I still go on Facebook and I scroll and I scroll and I look. Makes no sense to me. And then today there's a post on there for somebody that believes in, like I said earlier in the post, Calvinism. I'm not going to go into depth. That will take more than just this video. And he bashes something about the saying is, you say you prayed if Calvinism is real, and then God reveals to you and you decide that you don't believe anymore, or you leave, or never believed. Because God revealed. How nonsense and crazy. But I was in that mess. I prayed and the Holy Spirit told me to run as fast as I could. Don't get into that stuff. It's heresy and it's a mess, and I don't want to go into all that. But if you believe in that, that's your business. But to push it on me and to belittle me, the same as I would do to you, is wrong. And if I belittle or push it on anyone, I'm sorry. If I do this on these videos, just cooking and say something that's negative to someone, Uncle Jason is sorry. If his family does it, I'm going to point it out to them, and I'm going to make them say sorry. I want this channel to be of love. I know it's more cooking videos than anything, because I'm trying to come up with things for you. But I want peace and love. Remember the old song? All we are saying is give peace a chance. Come on, we can have unity and peace in this world. Well, we got evil because Satan is roaming this earth. In the book of Job, he says Jesus is in heaven having a meeting with all the believers and all the angels. And all of a sudden, Satan appears in the mess. And what does Christ say? Jesus says, where have you been? Where'd you come from? And Satan says, I've been to and from. All over, basically. He was saying, I've been roaming the world. From north, east, south, west. Everywhere. Causing havoc and chaos. And then it goes into about Job. His servant Job. Satan is here. He's a raging wolf to kill, steal, and destroy. And what he's going to do is wreak havoc in the world. For us not to believe, for us to have these riots, to have these things we're having. And there's deaths, and there's people seriously hurt. and we riot and we loot buildings and cars and everything. This is not what the world needs to be. I'm asking for this YouTube family to unite, to come together. And I challenge each and every one of you with these shorter numbers, but God is in the mess. So we are a big body. We got God on our side. If you're believers. If not, go to needgod.com. Just simply needgod.com. There's another one for my pastor. I'm going to show you something. Needgod.com. And that will give you a test. It's just a cool little test. You see them on Facebook to see if you're a certain character, what song is written about you, whatever. But go to this. Needgod.com. And just answer the question, and you'll know, if you don't believe in God, your answer for what needs to happen. And it's truelife.com, I think it is. I believe it could be from our pastor. He says to go look it up. It will answer a lot of questions that you have about God. We don't have to answer them. It does it for you, and you just go watch short little videos. I think that's right, but I am not sure. If it's wrong, comment. But I'm going to get off here. I'm going to show something in a little bit. Something different. I just want us to come together. And I want to challenge you to each and every day when you come across somebody at your work, in the store, where you get gas, even on the phone, to show love, to show compassion in your voice, in your attitude, thing that you do. So people will see that you're the real deal. And they're going to want to know what you have. And can they have some of that? And then if it's Christianity, which I hope it is, you will share the Lord with them. You will invite them to your church, or you don't know what to say. I believe you need to talk to them about God, not just invite them to church like our church does. But I'm not against that either, because they need to worship with the body of believers, to study the Bible together. It's hard to study the Bible on your own. It's better to study in a group with two or more. But anyway, I'm getting off here. What I want to say is this racism, all this hatred, all this stuff needs to stop. And if it's just 6 to 8 or however many people are on this video or on my subscribe page, thank you again, all your subscribers. We can make a difference in this world if we come together. Come together right remember that song? Let's do it. Well, until later today, from Uncle Jason, his home to yours. Peace out. I love and respect you regardless. And until next time, in a little while, bye-bye.